Past the 1:41 p.m. in this side of Lagos. It's VOP 903 FM, and we are currently streaming live. I would implore you to tell a friend to actually tune into the frequency. Reminding you once again, it's 90.3 FM. My name is Esther Nwachuku. I'm definitely going to be stirring this ship this afternoon, and the conversation we intend to have today, I think, is something that every one of us needs to be part of. Because when I follow the story, it's been trending for the past 2 days, but I want to know what you think. I want to know what your own reaction would be. I also want to know what you think the government should do, the kind of penalty that should be mandated on persons who actually commit such crimes. I know that crime and criminality has become the order of the day. The moral fabric of our society has completely deteriorated, but our culture and traditional values still remains one of the top-notch priority of some homes. But is it that we are no longer checking up on ourselves? Where is a sense of citizenship responsibility? Where is a sense of neighborhood watch and neighborhood community responsibility in helping to develop our young ones and lead them in the path of morality? If parents in a home cannot do what they're supposed to do, it behoves of you, the neighbor, to look after the child. Guide the child if you see them going astray. Monitor what they do and call them when you know they're actually not heading in the right direction. Parents too, it's also important for you to pay attention to your children, regardless of how busy you are. All right. Again, like I told you, this conversation is all encompassing. And on matters, you know how we do it on matters. We discuss socio-economic issues that affect you and I. And these issues are prominent issues that on a daily basis, some of the stories, you don't get to hear it on the airwaves. Our traditional media may not consider it a priority to discuss, but it is our responsibility to ensure that we maintain a moral structure, we maintain the moral responsibility in this part of the world, regardless of the speed or the acceleration of the internet, of our digital dependency. All right. So once again, welcome to Matters. And why did I start off with that conversation? Something happened 2 or 3 days ago, and I first of all saw it on TV Continental of a particular man. His name is MacDonald Okara, and I know a couple of us already know about this story, but I know that I want to talk about it today. I want us to talk about it today because I don't know if there are any other children, young men who have gotten themselves involved in something like this unknowingly to them, and some of them cannot open up or speak to their family members, probably because of the shame, probably because of the threats, and that becomes a way of life for them. So this, I don't want to, see the way I want to talk it, the kind of word I want to use it. This man owns a hotel and a couple of other businesses. And apparently, he recruits young boys and, I don't know, gives them stipends, like 5,000, whatever, and has his way with them. Unfortunately for him, there's this young boy he tried to get involved with. And when this young boy did, when that unfortunate incident happened, this young boy now disclosed the situation to his parents, to his mom specifically, because the dad was not around. The dad traveled to the east. This incident happened between December and January, between 2024, 2025. It's been in the police station all this while. They've been, monitoring the case. A lot of issues occurred in the process. But the thing is this, this ridiculous man did what he did. He psychologically threatened the young boy. And apparently his threat came to pass because when this boy divulged the situation to his mother, the boy became mentally unstable. A couple of psychological doctors will say maybe the young boy tried to dissociate himself from what happened. Anyway, like I said, let's just listen to this MacDonald Okara confess to the police. And I want to tell you that he was not under duress. He confessed. He wasn't handcuffed. He wasn't beaten. Nothing happened to his skin. Like, you know how this kind of thing, when it happens, the way you would have seen the mob, they would have almost finished you. Nothing happened. So this man said what he said by himself. All right. Now, just listen to this. And then I'll now tell you the funny thing this man did when the press were interviewing him. And then you'll now listen to the PPRO statement on this. So let's just calmly take a listen to this. Remember, we're streaming live on YouTube. I'm also streaming on Instagram. You can actually check us on ESTANWAZ ESTANWAZ. So let's take a listen to MacDonald Okara speaking, confessing, but not under duress. Sorry about that. I need to fix the wire on the phone. Okay, let's go ahead with this.
With him,
with who?
Chiagozie, that I never my life, that is only sex that I had with him.
With who?
Chiagozie, that I never use him for any ritual. I swear in the name of my late parents that are on the grave, I swear with my children, Brian, Avis, Okara, my son, that I never did anything ritual. It was just sex. If I do it, let God take away my life and my generations.
Are you telling me the truth?
I am telling you the truth, officer.
Between you and God.
Between me and God.
It's only sex you have with him.
It's only sex I have.
You didn't take this boy for shrine any ritualist.
I didn't do that in the name of God.
Take oath.
Or take oath.
You
I
didn't
never
take
did
any
that.
oath.
I never take anything, any oath, any oath, any whatever to against this boy to use him as a ritual. My money is clean. I worked in Belgium.
It's only sex you have with this boy.
It's only sex. I swear with my life.
How many times?
Twice.
That is just it. You didn't take this boy picture or anything to anywhere.
I didn't do that, officer. I swear with my life. I will still put it on stage.
Are you saying this under duress, or you are making I'm making a sincere confession that I didn't use anybody for any ritual in this life, and that we never do it. I never went to a native doctor since I'm born, and that we never go to a native doctor till the end of my life. So it's only sex you have with this boy?
It's only sex.
That's making, no, you don't take him or his picture?
I didn't do anything. I didn't take the picture. I didn't do anything.
Where did you have the sex with him?
At Oshoba Street.
Is it your house or your hotel?
In the house.
In your house?
Yes.
Not your hotel?
Yes, I never did anything in my hotel since I built the hotel. No, it's in the house now. It's not in the hotel. You know now. He told you during his explanation. He explained how the house was now. He was there when he was talking to.
The sex you have through anus. What did you use? Did you use condom or is raw?
Condom.
Okay.
So that is MacDonald Okara that you just heard there. Now, the funny thing is this. When MacDonald was invited, right, to the police station, obviously, the press was invited to question him. I think MacDonald had been able to speak with his lawyer because what he was saying was completely different from the confession he made, where he was not under duress, calling God, admitting to the insanity that he committed with that young boy. It is so distasteful, it's disgusting, it's irritating that men like this, a man married with children, he has sons, he could sodomize another young boy, and not just one person. This man has been doing this. This man has been doing this. I'm just trying to imagine the psychological state of the young boys he has gotten himself into with this. These boys that may not have even had any sexual experience before in their life. Do you know the psychological fracture this causes? Do you know the importance of how your first sexual experience, how it grooms you, how it... Okay, let's just listen to MacDonald while the press was asking him questions.
16 years. Yeah. It was what they told me to, if I start begging, everything will go easy for me.
Who told you?
The officers.
At any point, did you at any point
yes or no?
give 5,000 naira to the girl?
Yes, I gave money because it's not only him that I have given money in life.
Why did you give him money?
Why I gave him money?
Yes.
I gave him money for swimming and for internet games.
Okay, is that how you give? Wait.
No, he asked
Is that how
me.
you give boys? You are so great or got charity. you dash people money. Now we've gone to your place. Why didn't you give us money to swim?
Because
how you give money.
No, it's not how I give money actually, but he begged me to do that because he needed to swim, and you have to pay before swimming.
Okay. The case against you is not just one. He has yes. There are so many other boys.
Sexual intercourse.
Even today, so many other people.
So I want to tell you something. There is I want to tell you something that competitors in hotel business and the people, the hoteliers around me want me to go down by all means because I have taken most of the customers.
Still, have you ever had any form of sexual?
No, sodomy.
Yes.
It's the same thing.
No.
Put it that way.
Yes, I never did unless if the judge convinced me of that.
I was in my room while I was chatting on WhatsApp. Somebody chatted me, my classmate, his name is Balogu. He chatted me. He sent me a message. He now called me, told me that there is an update. The name of the update is Papa. I said, which kind of update is that one? He said that the man is going to give me money. I said, you are writing me. That was the meaning of that one. That why will I see something give me? And I said the man and sent me. He told me to talk to the man. He was sending me the things, the exact statement I would tell the man. He was telling me to do copy and paste. The man now told me that I'll meet him tomorrow. The next day, the second time, that's when the man now gave me 5,000 again, making 10,000. The man also gave me transport for coming to the junction, which is 3,000.
So,
3,000.
Okay, he did it twice.
Yes, sir.
He did it with you.
Yes, yes. He had sex through my anus twice.
And he called me.
So you just listened to the MacDonald Okara while he was denying. So if you're listening to MacDonald while the journalists there were asking him questions, he kept saying that the money he gave to the boy was because the boy was begging him for the money, that he usually does charity and all. And the journalist asked him, so if you're a charitable person, when we came to your place, why didn't you give us money? Then he now says, oh no, we don't. Not that I do charity like that, but that, you know, if you come to his hotel to swim, you have to pay for swimming, and paying for swimming is 5,000 naira. So that the boy begged him and he gave the boy the 5,000 naira. Then I asked him, did you do what we had seen go viral, the confession you made? You were not under duress where you were calling God and you said you sodomized this young man twice. God knows what you did to others, and that you didn't use any form of diabolical means, that you threatened the boy with if he divulges the insanity that you committed with him. Now, this guy now twisted his words or recounted his words by saying that the officers, you know, were the ones that forced him to make that confession. And they asked him, did you do anything like that? He says, no, well, only if the judge says I did it. And then he claimed that he has a lot of enemies who want him to go down because their hotel business is competitive. So it's a means of some persons wanting to drown him and his business, or want him to go down. Oh God, where you have this minor there. Because it's obvious that if Balogun knew that this man was into this, why didn't he tell his classmate or his colleague or his fellow student that this is what this man does? So if you knew this man was into this kind of acts and you declined, why did you take your friend along? So you know your friend is looking for money, or you know how young boys are hustling. You tell the boy there is an update, ma'am, you get one place like that. You took the boy there and they locked the room and they did what they did to the boy and gave the boy 5,000 naira. The boy came out and the boy called you and said, you didn't tell me that this is what this man is doing. Why didn't you give me details? And the man just gave me 5,000 naira, no transport. And then you now told the boy to go back. He should go back and collect transport. And I don't know, maybe true, this guy used something diabolical, because this young boy went back. I don't know if you go to a place where they locked you up and they did something terrible like that, no matter what, you're not supposed to go back. This young boy went back, and that was when the man had his way with him the second time. After having his way with him the second time, he now gave him another 5,000 naira with transport money. So again, a couple of reactions have emerged. Is it true that that's the first time this young boy is doing this? But if it was not the first time, he wouldn't have told his parents or told his mom. And maybe what happened to him wouldn't have happened. For example, if this MacDonald Okara said that he never did anything to this boy diabolical, because the parents were saying they want their child back. They want their son to become normal, that this man did something to their son. And since he threatened their son that if he reveals what happened in that hotel room, he will run mad. And that was exactly what happened. So the parents are saying they want their son to come back to normalcy. That's all they're asking. So this man was brought into the police station. If you had seen that video, he was not under duress. But he also said that he never did anything diabolical. But this boy was not normal. The parents said their son is not normal. So it could be that the young boy is psychologically dissociating himself from the traumatic experience. So these things could cause a personality split. I don't know, a couple of you who are psychologists, who are therapists, can actually call in and explain what actually went on with the young man. So it could be that the young man had a personality split, maybe found a way to cope, and somehow, when your brain is just trying to reconfigure, so you don't really focus on the traumatic experience and then you start acting abnormal. Or it could be that indeed some diabolical precision took place when that, again, because I'm on national radio, I can't use certain derogatory words, when that thing did what he did to the young boy. And then obviously I'll open the phone lines to get to hear what you have to say.
Suspect, Mr. MacDonald, had carnal knowledge of a 16-year-old boy, whose name I will say I won't mention, in his hotel premises. Now this happened, and he threatened, having done that, he threatened the boy that if he should mention anything to anybody, he was going to go insane. So this boy, with the fear, but he eventually did, opened up to his mother, who he told the mother that this is what this man threatened him with, and the mother encouraged him that he should go on and tell her what happened between himself and the man, which he did. And when he did, the parents, worried as they are, they took the matter to Isheri police station, where they made the complaint. Now, having laid the complaint, the suspect, Mr. MacDonald, was invited by the Isheri police station, and he, rather than reporting to the police in Isheri, he decided, probably he felt he could actually pervert justice, he decided to come to Zone 2, where he came, paraded himself as a complainant, and claimed that the DPO was threatening him, and then the DPO was biased. So, having reported, the police swung into action, and okay, I must mention that even while he was at Isheri, medical test was carried out at Mirabel Medical Center on the boy, which the report, I will say, because there are speculations going around that the report from Mirabel Center was doctored. I want to say that the report from Mirabel Center was not doctored on the case file that was transferred to the zone. Now, to ascertain the veracity of the claims, the victim underwent medical examination, just like I said, at Mirabel Medical Center. Additionally, a close friend of the victim who was present at the hotel premises also corroborated the allegations of the victim. This friend confirmed that the suspect had been engaging in a lawful act with the victim, because he said the victim told him of the experience and then the encounter he had with him. And he also made the police officers understand that he also made an attempt to him, and he declined and said he wasn't interested. Now, furthermore, it is important to know that the suspect allegedly threatened the victim with psychological harm should he reveal the secret to anybody. Investigation uncovered also the unprofessional conduct of the initial investigating officer, who is the IPO, who removed the key witness statement from the case file before transferring it to the Zone 2 Police Command. The IPO has since been detained and undergoing disciplinary measures.
So, my people, you heard what the PPRO said concerning that particular unfortunate case. My question is this: when did we get to this point in our society? I know that persons have sexual preferences, and you're entitled to your sexual preference, all right? But that kind of sexual preference in this part of the world is prohibited, and it's 14 years in prison. To make it worse, you did it with a minor. It almost seems like rape, sort of, because it's not with the consent of the children. And God knows how many others you've done it with, because a couple of them who he has done it with started confessing. Again, did you use diabolical themes or any means or process denied? Did you put drugs in them? In fact, I read somewhere that this man was also caught in Belgium, but he escaped, came back to Nigeria, and then he continued. So do we have a lot of men, right, who are married and have kids indulge in such practices? If you have experienced such a thing and somehow you were able to get yourself out of it psychologically, whereby it did not affect your sexual orientation, you're straight, that is, you prefer women to men, please, you can let us know what you did. How did you go about it? What kind of therapeutic process did you go through? Secondly, please, our wardens are a priority to us, and we have a lot of predators in different forms out there. A lot of them are in sheep's clothing. It is mandatory that parents become active in the lives of their children. I know that you're busy. You need to work. You need to make money. They need to go to school. You have rent to pay for. You need to, buy food. Your kids have needs. But there are other needs in the lives of your children that may not be financially inclusive, that requires you to be psychologically, emotionally, and physically present. That's a vacuum that you should not leave. That is a space you should not leave in vacuum. And if that is impossible for you to do, what about community watch, neighborhood watch, right? Okay, so let me give you a live example, and this is concerning me because I don't know what happened that our community members or our neighbors no longer look out for each other, look out for our children or something like that, where if sometimes parents are not at home, you have your neighbor looking after your kids, and not that they molest those children or take advantage of them, but they genuinely look after the children. The community looks after the kids. It used to be like that when we were little, but I don't know what has happened. I don't know where that communityhood, that neighborhood responsibility, that civic responsibility, I don't know where we lost it. So I'm going to give you a real life example to what I'm talking about, and how having a community that looks out for you, how it helps. So we had a young lady, because she's a teenager, and she was working, with us at home. So apparently when we go to bed, because she stays in the boys' quarter, so when we go to bed, she sneaks out of the compound to go meet some individuals on the streets, like around 10 p.m. or so. Sometimes we come back home late. I come back home late. Let's say if I do the night shift, I get back home late, and I just enter the room, prepare dinner, eat, and go to bed. So because her room is outside the main house, like, it's not in the main house, but it's in the compound, she could go out and we wouldn't know. So she left the compound. She goes to meet some certain persons who you could consider to be, I don't know the kind of words to describe these young boys that's somehow roam about aimlessly and do not have any sense of direction. And then one day I was returning from work, and one of the ladies who sell opposite us now called me and said, "CEO, I want you to do something. This lady that stays with you, once it is 10 p.m., she asked me, please give me your number. I gave her my number. She said, once it is 10 p.m., because that's when she closes her shop, I should come out and see something. I said, what day? Don't make me scared. She said, I should come out and see something once it is 10 p.m. I said, okay. She said, it's better. Let it not seem as if you're accusing someone and you don't have any evidence, but it's better that you see for yourself, so you now know how to treat the issue. I said, okay. So I went in, but I couldn't wait till 10 p.m. I couldn't wait. I wasn't patient for that because I would sleep. So I called her. I said, do you step out of the house by 10 or 11 in the night when we're all asleep and go somewhere? She said, no. I said, are you sure? She said, yes. I said, tell me the truth. I want to know. Do you step out of the house to go meet certain persons that we don't know, we don't communicate with? She insisted. She said no. She was already frowning and, becoming defensive. I said, there's no need for you to be defensive. Just talk to me. What did you go meet someone outside for? Did you need money? What exactly did you need? She said she doesn't meet anyone. And I had to tell her that, see, your video and pictures are everywhere. So everybody has seen you. There's no point for you to lie. I have seen you, but I just want to hear from you. And that was when she now started confessing that, yes, she goes to meet this boy named Shadow. Hey, I carry hand, put forehead. I was like, what? The name sells shadow. Hey, I said, in this house, when, how, what did you need? How, where? Why am I telling you the story? Is the fact that we did not know. It's the neighbor. She has a shop close to her house, opposite my compound where we reside. And she was the one who called my attention. It doesn't pass good morning, good afternoon. I'm not saying that you need to be friends with neighbors. You can mind your business, but good morning, good afternoon, good evening. People see your mannerism, they see how you comport yourself, and they'll give you that respect. It doesn't mean that you have to have any form of familiar relationship with anyone in your neighborhood, but at least you are polite, you're cordial. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. You pass. If you want to buy something, fine. If you're not buying, you just mind your business. But she was one that called my attention to this. Why am I narrating the story? Where did we lose touch with that community upbringing, where community members are able to instill morality? For this thing to continue and people around did not notice? What kind of men do we have like this? And even women too, who perpetrate such acts. There are women too who indulge in things like this. I'm telling you the truth. If now mob catch that man, the man gets English when they speak. If they talk, they call God. Hey. For my village, you think they go do that, man? You know, go even their life safe. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to know what your reaction is to this kind of situation. This is just one in so many cases. I am very certain that a lot of men are like this. They're married, but they're into this lifestyle. How they go about satisfying their urges is their business. But a situation where you get involved in psychological harm, you physically harm someone, because I heard the father said that this man called certain persons to beat that boy up because he confessed, he opened up to the crime that was committed against him. So because of your money and your influence, you think that you can get away with nonsense. I really want us to, I want to hear what you have to say concerning this. So I'll open the phone lines right now, and I would like to hear your reaction to this. What other recommendation would you give? What kind of penalty measure would you require for such persons if they are caught? Is it just normal court process, or you prefer a death penalty, a sweet death penalty? Somebody said that if it was in a place where Sharia was practiced, this man where they talk English, they go don't do what they want to, and it's usually very, very swift. Nobody used to waste time. So what would you say to this? And then obviously we know that there are a lot of people into this, politicians, persons in the high places. This is what they indulge in. Sometimes I don't know if money has a way of eroding the sense of morality of some persons, whereby the normal things in life are no longer enough. They want to explore other avenues, no matter how dark those vices are. So it's deplorable. It's something that is shameful. This man was calling God and saying, if I've done anything like that, he was cursing his generations. He's cursed already. His generations are cursed already. But I would like to know what you had to say concerning this. And if you've had any of such experience and you're okay, like now, how did you go about it? And if you're going through it, how are you going through it? Have you been able to seek help? Are you trying to get yourself out of it, but you don't know what to do somehow? Because somehow this thing affects, it twists the sexual orientation of anyone who has had this unfortunate encounter, or if someone had been able to get introduced to this for the first time, and this is their first sexual orientation. Their first sexual orientation is something like this. It fragments. I really don't know how to explain it. A couple of persons who got introduced to it in boarding schools can actually narrate it to you. All right, the number is 080-3692-9933. 080-3692-9933. The WhatsApp number is 0817-1756-338. 0817-1756-338. That's the number on WhatsApp that you can send your messages to. And we're streaming live on YouTube, so it's at VOP 903 FM for our online community members. Remember that if you don't have the time to watch this now, you can come back later to watch it. I'm also streaming live on Instagram, ESTANWAZ. ESTANWAZ. That is the Insta handle that we're streaming live in. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Matters. How are you?
All right, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. What's your name?
Hello?
I can hear you. Go ahead. What's your name?
Hello, sir.
I can hear you. Go ahead. What's your name?
Are you hearing me?
Yes, very well. Go ahead. What's your name? All right. When you call and you can't hear me, just go ahead and talk. I can hear you. All right, I can hear you. Call the number 08036929933. 08036929933. Hello, good afternoon. Please, when you're calling, turn off your radio. It's important. The feedback is distorted. Hello, good afternoon. This person's your radio is still on. Turn it off, or you step away from that place where your speaker is on. 08036929933. 08036929933. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Martyrs. How are you? Good afternoon, sir. What's your name, please?
Good afternoon. This is Mazi Obin. I'm calling from Olobia, Papa.
All right, sir. Please go ahead.
Sir, my sister, this man is very big abomination in my place.
I'm telling you.
Very big abomination. But we are dead. Tears they come off my eye. Why this matured man go damage this kind of children like you know see girls?
Oh no.
Children are girls. They not much more than the solo man like them.
They might know.
I don't know. I don't really know. But I want to ask a question before I proceed. Don't be offended. Before police people investigate this man, have you the man don't see a lawyer before?
No, so I don't think he has seen his lawyer before. That was why he recounted. Yes.
Yes, because after when he that investigation with the police people, before he now meets the lawyer now tell him what to say.
Yes.
Before he now change it.
Yes. That's what
for my own name, what I understand in that case.
Yes, I also understand that too.
He met his lawyer before going to that police station. He will not say that in the police station.
Yes, you're right. You're right.
I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
I understand. You're very right.
Yes. After in that police station, he has met his lawyer. He has not tell him, don't say this kind of thing again. No. You get yourself. So that when we get to court, we know how to twist it.
You're right.
And for my own information that I'm getting, that man is using money for those police people. He's trying to blackmail that case.
Well, it didn't work now. You heard what the PPRO said. The IPO tried to mutilate the case by removing the original report from the police file. Yeah. And somehow, thank God, God just wanted this thing to be exposed because it didn't work in his favor. Thank you very much for calling, actually. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. 080-3692-9933. That's the number to call. 080-3692-9933. And the WhatsApp number is 0817-1756-338. That's the WhatsApp number for you to send your messages to. All right. You can call 080-3692-9933. And the WhatsApp number is 0817-1756-338. If you're calling and you cannot hear me, just go ahead and speak. I can hear you. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Matters. Turn down the volume of your radio, please. I know you want to hear, but turn down the volume of your radio. Good afternoon. Hello. Turn down the volume of your radio. I'll cut you off now. Turn it off completely. Hello. Oh, no. 080-3692-9933. That's the number that you call. And the WhatsApp number is 0817-1756-338. Hello, good afternoon. Hello? Good afternoon, ma. Welcome.
Hello.
I can hear you, ma. What's your name? Go ahead. What's your name?
Hello, ma.
I can hear you, ma. I can hear you.
Hi. Please, I'm interested in this case.
Okay.
Indeed, what the man did. Okay. If actually is truth, because I feel he's shaking when confessing that thing.
You feel what?
It's very wrong.
You said what?
It's very bad. It's not. In fact, it's a very shameful thing. It's a very shameful thing. But I wanted to say something. Okay. What of the other Balogu they are calling? The other boy they say he sleep with. That lead this boy, this Chigozie, to the man. They're supposed to arrest that Balogu. Let us know what that Balogu will say. Okay. If actually what the man is doing with them or not.
Okay.
You understand? Because I'm seeing, because as the man said, they say he's having enemy around because the hoteliers around his place is against him and want to fight him because he has collected all their customers. So in this thing, I feel something is going wrong. Something is going wrong. I know what he did is bad, but something is going wrong.
Okay, thank you very much. I don't care about whatever it is that is going wrong. The fact is that you were involved in such an act and there is evidence. and not just one person testifying against you. I don't care even if people want to see your downfall. Are you supposed to be in such an act? Let's not apologize for something like this. That's just the truth. Hello, good afternoon. How are you?
Hello, Esther, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. What's your name, please?
It's Joe from Bariga.
All right, sir. Joe. Welcome. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, Esther, I don't want to go far. You know that boy is a very stupid boy. Yo.
Which one of them?
The boy in person, the boy where they
sodomized, please.
The
boy they sodomized. Go ahead.
The boy that they have the phone itself.
Okay.
They asked him to go second time, and he went second time to collect money. Hey. Esther, these are our children these days, oh. They are going here well.
Hey.
I don't know what is actually happening in Nigeria. Oh. Hey. Go and collect second money and you went.
That's it. That's why I said maybe that man did something diabolical to the boy. Or he put the boy in a trance, because I can't explain it myself. I can't explain it. All right, Joe, thank you for calling. Because to be honest with you, when I heard the boy narrating that Balogun, when he told Balogun that this is what happened, and Balogun did not tell him this is what the man was going to do to give him 5,000, he now says it's a lie. Go back and collect transport money, and you went back. Was that experience not traumatic enough for you? Or is that indeed your first time? Have you done something like that before? But again, if he had done something like that before, he wouldn't have opened up to his mother, because he did open up to his mom. He told his mom what was happening to him. So like I said, this case is dicey but abominable. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Matters. How are you? Hello? You're live, oh, you're still pressing your keypad. I can hear you. You were still clicking your keypad. Good afternoon.
Hello.
I can hear you. What's your name?
Hello.
All right. When you call, know that we can hear you. So go ahead and give your own recommendation or criticism or contribution to the program, okay? Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Matters. What's your name?
Hello, good afternoon, Esther.
Yes, good afternoon, sir. What's your name?
Hello, Esther. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Go ahead,
yes,
please.
I believe you can hear me, but I cannot hear you.
Okay.
Yes. I can see that the devil operates through human beings. So many people are covered with human structure and clothed with human skin, but they are evil. And I believe that this kind of people should not be allowed in our society. Secondly, the boy that lead that victim to that man is an agent. That man might be giving him money to bring his friend. More confusion might be made. Thank you very much. My name is Chike. I'm calling from my papa.
All right, Chike. All right, you all in other regions, Lekki, Agege, Fagba, you guys should call in, please, all right? Call in 08036929933, 08036929933. That's the number, and the WhatsApp number is 0817-1756-338. I'm seeing your messages. I'm going to read it out soon. Good afternoon.
Mr. Prosper.
Mr. Prosper, good afternoon. How are you?
Hello?
I can hear you, Mr. Prosper. Please go ahead.
Hello?
I can hear you, Mr. Prosper.
Yeah, about this matter, I'm hearing to the radio since about this matter. It's only me, is the guy to go to jail, sentenced into prison.
Okay.
So that other people will learn from it.
Okay. All right. Thank you,
yes.
Mr. Prosper. Thank you, Mr. Prosper, for calling. 080-3692-9933. 080-3692-9933. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Matters. How are you? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, hello. You're
Good
live.
afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Yeah, my name is Paul, calling from Ebeda.
All right, Mr. Paul, please go
Hello?
ahead. I can hear you, Mr. Paul. Go ahead.
Yeah, concerning this case, if you're hearing me because I'm not hearing you.
Okay, I can hear you.
Concerning this case, I think if a proper job needs to be done, the Balugu of a boy should be invited or should be arrested. The Balugu could be the canvasser. He is into it too, I suspect, because he has knowledge of what that the hoteler does. He has knowledge of it. So he's like the one that recruits boys for the guy, and he's well settled for it. That's number one. Number two, it is also one of the negativity of this internet regime we are in. it has really corrupted very, very, very much, very, very much people. The corruption it has brought is irredeemable. Then number 3, this boy in question, from what he said, I want to believe, I may be wrong, but I want to believe that he may have also had the knowledge of this type of thing through the internet. Because the reason why, I feel the reason why he now informed the mother was because of the insanity that he's getting. It could be that he had been involved, engaging into, sexual acts of such or whatever. Because if it was his first time and he had that nasty experience, he wouldn't have complained of money and then go back again. In fact, that nasty experience would have led him to even inform the mother and accuse the boy that took him there. But you see that he went back to the boy and then demanded for more money and went back again to have the thing. So I think informing the mother came as a result of the insanity that developed in him. They now started questioning him before he opened up. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Now, let's get a couple of things in context, right? According to what the young boy, I played what the young boy said. And also the Balogun person was also interviewed by journalists. The young boy said that when what happened and he came out and he called the Balogun guy who he complained to that you did not tell me this is the update you were talking about. Say now this kind of thing you want me I can't collect money. And the guy the guy complained, the guy did not even give me transport. And the Balogun asked him to go back. Now, it is one or two things. It could be that the boy was still in a trance on whatever diabolical precision had been done on the boy through the unfortunate intercourse. And also, it could be that the boy was given something to drink or take that also put him in that state where the reality of what he had gone through, there's some things that will give you to forget whatever it is immediately. So you're absent-minded. You don't even know what happened or what happened to you. Your mind is completely blank. It could be that was the state of the young man. Again, there are a couple of issues or factors into this. All I know is that the father said they had to take the boy to church for 2 days. They were praying for this boy before the boy got some sense of normalcy to even talk or speak with the journalist. Then the Balogun of the boy said that he knew that the man approached him, talked to him about it, and he said he was not into it. He doesn't swing that way. And then the man kept, communicating with Balogun. So, like some of you are saying, Balogun could be a recruit. So long as I'm collecting money from you, I feel they find boys for you. I go just collect money, but me, I'm not into that. So indeed, the police needs to investigate this Balogun of a boy if he's an agent of recruitment for sodomy. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Matters. How are you? Hello. Oh, that's a drop call. Kindly call us back. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Matters. How are you?
Hello?
Yes, hello. What's your name?
Hello.
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Hello, Esther, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you very well. What's your name?
You might not hear me, but what I want to add to this issue is that if God forgives this man and the police, the IPO, God will apologize to Sodom and Gomorrah. Because this man did terrible thing. Something that will not be forgiven. He has a mission. And hardly before he confessed. I'm Babala Touche from Ijesha. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Thank you for calling. All right. 080-3692-9933. 080-3692-9933. When you call, if you cannot hear me, I can hear you. So go ahead. All right. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Matters. What's your name?
Hello.
Can you turn down your radio or step away from your radio? The feedback is distorted. All right. Hello, good afternoon. Yes, good afternoon. What's your name? Hello. Oh, what happened to your voice, Ben? I be you in a noisy environment.
It's your network.
Sorry, Ben. All right, Ben.
But this might ritually.
Hello? Is a ritualist.
Running mad after he has confessed to the mother.
Yes, that's why he threatened the boy. He told the boy if he talks, he will run mad.
This thing now we are talking about this man, and there are so many cases of this thing.
Exactly.
Those who are in the entertainment industry, those upcoming artists that rush to them, and those who want to enter into like movie, music industry, and so on. Even in business places, marketplaces, these things are so rampant, and it goes along with drugs. The most dangerous part of it now is that the thing has entered secondary school.
I'm telling you.
Drug addiction, children are consuming drugs in secondary school. They are hawking drugs now, like to say. They are hawking sweet. It's not only university. On the street, everywhere, drug. Children are into drug now. So they don't just know what they are doing. And when they finish consuming drugs, they just go into all these things. And the internet, parents leave smartphone with their children. That is the most dangerous aspect of it now. Parents are not guiding their children. They don't empower their children. And the parents expect to empower their children. The parents themselves doesn't know anything because you cannot give what you do not have. So there is a very big trouble now. Even me, as my children are in the school, I am afraid. I'm telling you, when you start asking them questions, you'll be hearing so many things. That there is some children even bring drugs to school. I think you understand.
Yes.
So parents should be very careful with their words. So we should continue talking and talking and talking. Even go to their school and ask questions. Know who are their friends. What is going on? Because a lot of their children, some parents that are shouting are calling radio, children are consuming, they are practicing all these things. In the school, even with their fellow students, they are practicing these things. I'm telling you the truth. Even I left secondary school in 1986. In the 80s, something like this was in the secondary school. There are children who are practicing this. They use Vaseline. So it's not just a new trend. It has been going on.
I know, but it's the fact that it has degenerated to this point.
Talk to our children.
It's the fact that it has degenerated to this point. Thank you, Ben. It's the fact that the moral decadence is really terrible. That it's just like a normal lifestyle. Well, why should we understand this as normalcy? Why should we take it as normal? Where do we stand at calling evil evil and make sure that it doesn't occur? You know, I know this kind of practice goes way back, but this was non-consensual. You used drugs on this young boy. You literally raped the young boy. That's what it is. I know that people live this kind of lives way back. I went to a boarding school, so obviously true. But then a couple of persons will say, oh, they didn't know what they were doing or whatever, but it's a lifestyle. But then it was something so shameful. You never want anyone to know that you're into this. But now it's brazen, it's bold. You have people of several caliber getting invested in this. It's even a business right now. But the thing is, a minor, somebody who you did not get any consent from, is whom you did this kind of thing to. And then you now recounted and said that it's a competition that people want you're down for. And you were brazenly talking. Fear not even catch you. You were not shivering. Hey. Okay. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Matters. Hello? Hello? All right, kindly call back. Let me take some messages, please. And I will still take your calls, but calm down. Let me take some messages. Chairman from Okara says, the man is the agent of devil. Such a man can do anything to cover his crime. So it is possible that such a man can go diabolic to intimidate his victims. When the man was calling God, I felt no offended because he doesn't know God at all. The man that other hotels around him are envying him because he, the sodomist, is collecting all the customers in that area. Please, how many 5-star hotels has a sodomist built in Nigeria and outside Nigeria with all the money he's making, if that is the case? All right, Chabara, thank you for your message. Good afternoon to you in the studio. My name is Kenneth from Alagbado. Rape is a sensitive issue in the world and has its own penalty. Talk more, the rape of a minor. He has affected the psychological, medical, bad ideological part of this boy's life. Corruption, greed, and self-centeredness everywhere, all in the name of money making. May God forgive people in this life. Thanks. Good afternoon, Madam Esther. Anything anal sex is a complete ritual. That's why the boy went back for the second time. That small boy needs justice. Levinus from Onipanu. All right, listeners. When it comes to rape and beastly sexual incidents, Lagos State government frowns at it, especially when it involves women. I hope they wouldn't treat the case less with bias. First, it's the desperate need for money by everyone, even worse, the younger ones who have gained some ridiculous amount of desperate thirst and unsatisfying hunger for money. Just early this week, on my way, I overheard two girls coming for their jam lessons, discussing how they pity one of their friend who is dating a broke guy. Can you imagine? These girls aren't up to 19. If they are too old, imagine if a boy who appears rich approaches them after enticing them, use them for a sinister plot. What would be the story then? Esther, I also know a girl who told me about her friend who does diabolical stuff to keep the guy she's dating so he can keep giving her money. The girl's mother took her somewhere to bathe so that she can meet rich men. When her boyfriend travels, she would meet up with other men using the charm she would normally use to attract and hook the rich ones. This is how useless and worthless some of the upcoming generation are becoming. No name. You did not put your name. When you send a message, kindly put your name, please. All right. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, Esther. MacDonald is a desperate man who is in search of quick money to maintain his financial status. For him to have carnal knowledge of the boy and use a white handkerchief to wipe the blood means he has used the money for ritual, used the boy for ritual purpose. That is the reason the boy is acting abnormal. The parents should sort of, for spiritual means, to return the boy to normal. Parents should watch the children and who they associate with. The boy was hypnotized. That's why he went back the second time. And the Balogun is a culprit and should be brought in for questioning. Jude from Ajao Estate. Another angle to reason this. Good afternoon, Esther Machuku. The reason why the act of Sodom and Gomorrah will be too difficult to be eradicated in Nigeria is because of our politicians, elites in the society who also practice same act. Advice for the parents: we should try and educate our children about their future. Let them know that once it is damaged, that's the end. Money is not everything. They should learn to say no to heinous demands from the evil people in the society, please. However, Balogun has a case to answer because he should have given the boy carnal knowledge on what he will meet there, or prior knowledge, not carnal knowledge. You're supposed to have written prior knowledge on what he'll meet there. Then the boy's condition couldn't be from the act. It could be after he had diabolically and shamefully raped the boy. Somebody that said they are into competition with other hoteliers around him. If he's tortured very well, he will confess. Mr. Ogumbi from Idimu. Thank you, Mr. Ogumbi. Esther, do you see how some of our law enforcement agents can behave at times? If the former IPO was not caught trying to change the whole thing, the case would have gone. The case would have gone the culprit's way. May God help us, Elder Samuel from Oshodi. Well, that's true, Elder. Honestly speaking, God was just in this case. All right. Good afternoon, Esther. Wow, this message. You're sending the same message over and over. Okay, good afternoon, Esther. I am very ashamed this thing is coming from my tribe. Well, evil has no tribe. Bad people, please don't even think about it. Evil knows no tribe. You see, hey, evil knows no tribe. Trust me. Whatsoever this fellow hotel people are having with him does not justify what he did to that young boy. Again, the 5,000 given to the boy, maybe he has used it for a purpose. Again, that Balogun should be arrested and investigated. Finally, our Nigerian police force should please focus on how to set this nation free rather than benching things because of money. Mumi Samuel from Ayobo. Please, ladies and gentlemen, evil knows no tribe. I beg you. Good afternoon. Many boys, children are victims of this act because I know a man who engaged in this act in a village called Ogan. This happened over 25 years ago. God help our generation. Ewere from K2. All right, Ewere, this hotelier does not deserve to live in our society. Let the law take its full course. From Don Simon, Bariga constituent. Thank you, Don. Good afternoon, Esther. It is abomination, but looking at this issue, it's complicated. That Balogun should be investigated. He is canvassing for the man. This age, we're now seeing children are exposed to so many immoral things. Thank you, Vincent from Mushi. I don't believe he used any diabolical thing on the boy because this boy knows exactly what is done to him. That's why he went back to ask for money. But the penalty of this should not be less than life imprisonment. Well, you can't say if the boy is... What did you say? You said you don't believe that there was anything diabolical used on the boy? Well, you cannot say in this case. I'm sure you heard the boy narrate his experience. Good afternoon, Esther. parents should also have time for their kids. This matter could be that the boy's parents are never home, and also long throats, because how would one convince you to go and do such and you get money? That Balogun boy should be brought in. Olisa from Agboju. Olisa, he wasn't told what the update was. According to what the boy said, that's a victim of this sodomic act. He said that Balogun just sent him a message and said there is updates, but did not precisely tell him what the update is. Maybe the boy thinks in one kind of business where you go run. Do you get? Good afternoon, Esther Mwachuku. Solomon Asika from Mushi. I like the way you people are bringing it to the public, creating awareness for people to know, because there are many sodomites everywhere in our society now. Yes, so them plenty, as in, it's terrible. It's terrible, and it's occurring in every region. This one is not a tribe thing. It's occurring in every. Shipping at the one where come out where we go here. What of the one where we never hear? What of the one where we never hear? In fact, it's just that I don't know those who have had this unfortunate incident, if they can share their experience with us. Hello, good afternoon. Wow, turn off your radio, please. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Yes, good afternoon. Welcome.
Hello. How are you?
I'm fine. What's your name? Yes, good afternoon.
Yeah, I know you can't hear me. This is the stone from White Sand. Even exactly this stone now. I live very close to the man's house. And I know, in fact, I know the family.
You do?
Some of the hotel, where the hotel is, I know everything. And we have been following the issue for a very long time. For a very long time. It's God that makes it happen like that.
Hi. Where are you now? Your environment is noisy. Hi. Please call back, call us back. Your environment is noisy. You said you've been following it. You know this person. Please call back. I beg you, call back and tell us what, let's hear you well. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
Yeah, please, can I remain anonymous?
Okay, you can. There's a sensitive issue. Go ahead.
I want to share something very, let's say very familiar. Yeah, it's almost similar.
All right, go ahead.
My daughter resides in Germany, and she has an 8-year-old child, between 7 to 8. Then, in his school, one of the teachers there was molesting this boy in Germany. And my daughter, suddenly discovered that the behavior of the son started changing. And she now approached the son, sat him down, and then talked to him. And this boy made a confession. And she went to the school and reported the case. Do you know that the case died like that?
What?
The case died. The police killed the case. Why I'm sharing this is because some of these things happening today is an it's an import from the Western world. You know, the Western world, they promote this thing, they give it. See how they're defending people that are into this thing. That is why I love what this Donald Trump is doing. He has his wrong side, but the man is trying to clean up the society. He's not a perfect man, but then God can use anybody to do what is right. So we're living in the last days. We're living in an environment where corruption has taken a level that man cannot imagine. Things are going on. I had a case involving a young man, the wife's younger sister that came to carry baby for them. That girl was at the age of 10, where this young man was building house in the island. He took this girl there, he fight this minor, used white handkerchief to clean the blood because they use it for ritual purposes so that their wealth will continue to increase. So what that boy confessed is truth. If he said that the man used white handkerchief, in fact, when I heard it, it was confirming this story I had years back about this young man. You know, when they are into this business of importation or building hotels and trying to make sure they excel more than others, they do all kinds of evil things. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. See, I am bewildered. Okay. God will help us. 08036929933. 080-3692-9933. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Matters. How are you?
Hello?
Yes, hello, good afternoon.
Hello?
I can hear you. Good afternoon.
Hello?
Okay, kindly call back, all right? If you've been listening to us, you hear me tell you that if you call and we cannot hear you or you cannot hear us, just go ahead and speak, okay? Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Matters. Turn down the volume of your radio now. How do you want to hear us? Hello, good afternoon. Okay, 080-3692-9933. That's the number, 080-3692-9933. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Matters. How are you? How are you? Hello?
I'm fine.
Hello,
Yeah,
this is not Chioma. This is Esther Wachuku. Hello?
Okay, Esther.
Yes.
I said that my own question is that man discipline that man and give him life imprisonment. You know, that's why, Sharia is good. Assuming that they did that guy, the Mahmoud, they show example. People will stop that thing.
All right.
That would have stopped. It's because of saying the government we have now in this generation. When something comes, they will not take action. They will not do anything about it. How would this continue? And even if I have a mouth to call God,
Hello. Okay.
You know who is God?
Hello.
You don't know who is God. Yeah?
Oh, okay.
So that's it. And you know what is to doing? He would have been calling God.
Thank you very much. Somebody just sent me a link right now saying that a similar incident as well of a teenage boy who is battling for his life after he was allegedly drugged and sodomized by a popular and rich chief in Warri, Delta State. Apparently, human rights activist comrade Israel Joe disclosed on his Facebook page, very recent. This was also on February 6th, 2025, after a visit to the hospital to see the victim. And they say that he was too weak to shout out the pains he felt as blood and feces rushed out of his anus. He later found himself unconsciously soaked at the hospital, waking up to see his deaf and dumb mother cleaning. Oh God, this is bad. This is really, really bad. So the mother was cleaning, the boy from the bed, and several pounds of blood. That is, okay, you're referring to pints of blood is already being fixed to transmit to the boy. He's battling for his life. It's so unfortunate. It's really sad. Very, very sad. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Matters. How are you?
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. What's your name?
I would love to remain anonymous too.
Okay, all right. Go ahead then.
So, first of all, let's start from the basic fact. The basic fact there is, allegedly, they're saying he sodomized the boy.
Yes.
But from the video, the boy was able to make confession, right? And they're saying he's insane.
Yeah, the
right?
father. Have you listened to the father?
I listened to the father. This thing is happening in my area. Yes.
Okay, because
so now,
the father said they've been praying for the boy.
Insane.
Okay.
Sorry, the boy being insane. I don't think he's able to make a confession. Secondly, the balloting of the boy that confessed is supposed to be in police custody because he's also an accomplice. That boy is not supposed to be free. Okay. Now, the man that they're saying to the mighty boy, from the video that I saw yesterday where he was making the whole confessions and everything, that man is looking like someone that they've tortured him and everything. And I don't think he's supposed to undergo that much torture. He was on busters. Yes, what he did is very, very bad. But he was on busters. And you're not supposed to make him undergo that thing because his lawyer is not there. His lawyer is supposed to speak on his behalf. All those things that are asking questions up and down are like illegal professionalism. Those journalism, unprofessionalism things. They're supposed to, any question that is being asked is supposed to go through his lawyer and not through him. Now, that Balogun is the prime suspect there. because he's the only one that's going to tell what actually happened on that very day.
You said this thing. You said this thing happened in your area, so you know this man very well, right? You know this MacDonald guy.
I know the man.
So you don't believe that the man could do such a thing?
Now, I'm not. See, they don't write it on the forehead. You can't say based on the person's physical appearance. You can
okay.
See. But I'm saying based on that balogun, the police is supposed to get hold of that balogun.
Oh, very good. But wait, hold on. You said you know this man. It happened in your area. You feel that the man was tortured and that they were not supposed to ask him those questions in the absence of his lawyers because the guy was in his boxers. But did you hear him say that he was not under duress? Did you see anything physically on his body?
Man, clearly, anybody that see that confession that he made yesterday will know that the man is under fear, threatening, and all those stuff. Anybody that sees it know that he's being threatened and he's
okay.
under
So
duress.
for you feel that confession was not genuine. It was done under duress psychologically, even if the man did not physically look like they tortured him, right?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. Do you guys is your line of thought along with this young lady who called? Because she said she wanted to remain anonymous. I actually thought she had a similar experience, but she says she knows this man. It happened in her area. For her to be, confident in the fact that she doesn't believe this man could have done something like this. For her, the prime suspect is the Balogun guy and not necessarily the man himself, and that the man shouldn't have been questioned in the absence of his lawyers, and the journalists asking questions, meaning the police were not meant to parade him in front of the journalists in the absence of his lawyers. Everything was done unprofessionally. Another take. I would like to know what you think about that. All right, 080. Okay, then let's take this call. Hello, good afternoon. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good afternoon. What's your name? Please speak up. Speak up.
Okay,
I can hear you.
I know you are hearing.
Speak up. I can hear you.
Of the man.
Hello.
I know this man at Akoonjo very well.
Okay.
I know him. I know his hotel. I was crawling with his knee, begging that they should not take him to police station. What is she saying?
Okay. Thank you. So you saw another person calling to say they know the man and they saw, maybe they witnessed the incident. The man was begging that he should not be taken to the police station. So what is the other lady saying? All right. Hello. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Yes. Good afternoon. What's your name?
I don't know if you can hear you, but I believe you can hear me. My name is Emmanuel. I don't have what to say. That lady that called last and was trying to defend that woman, to call her name. Two things are involved. It's either the woman is the man's wife or the man's sister. Simple. Case closed.
All right. Thank you very much. Another way to look at it, because that's the first time I'm hearing somebody defend this man and say that everything that happened is not actually how it is. All right. Hello. Good afternoon. Welcome to Matters. How are you?
Hello. Good afternoon.
Yes. Good afternoon. What's your name, please?
Esther. How are you doing?
Good afternoon, ma. How are you, ma? I'm fine.
Very well.
All right.
Please, Queen Esther, I want to remain anonymous.
Okay. Okay.
Hello?
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, I said I want to...
Hello?
Yes.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Your network. All right, go ahead, please. Be as fast as possible.
Okay, Queen Esther, for the lady that just called a few minutes ago.
Okay.
That lady is a suspect.
Mm.
If there's a way you can get her number, get her number, please. She needs to be probed. She's one of the guy's agents. How can a woman be saying such a thing? I believe she's one of those that hotelian agents. Okay, I want to discuss something with you. Where I was born and brought up in the north, we have a similar issue. That is in Zaria. And the man is from Anambra State.
Chai.
The guy is the man used to be a very rich man then. When we're growing up, you see his children, doing a physio, all those kind. We will go to his house. His boys will bring their friends and their father will be sleeping with them.
What?
At a point, he now did that to one Hausa boy around their area. That was when his cup was filled. They disgraced him. If you see the way the man was ridiculed, the hotelier that is saying that the hanky is not, he did not use the boy for rituals. What are you doing with an underage? Not only that, after sleeping with the guy, you use white hanky to clean him up. So this man that I was telling you, all his children, he has 8 boys and a daughter. All his children, they are useless. The one that joined army, he was ambushed. The second one was ambushed. If you see his children, his life, he's from Anambra State. This thing I'm telling you is with facts, but I don't want to call my name and I don't want to remain anonymous.
Okay.
They should look for a way to kill that man.
Hey, justice is taking its
terrible
course.
set of souls. This thing I'm telling you from what I've experienced. I was born and brought in the northern states. Zaria precisely. The man is from Anambra State. So anybody that sleeps with a boy, anything like that, the person is a ritualist.
Okay.
Thank you, Esther, for all you do. Keep it up.
Thank you
Take
very
care.
much. Thank you. Wow, that's intense. That's intense, to be honest with you. Okay, so wow, so many messages and our time is fast spent. Good afternoon, Auntie Esther. Please do, and please, so sorry to bother you. Oh no, not at this afternoon, Esther. I'm not happy the way you gag me, or especially when you and Choma uncle. Once Choma read messages, next statement you make is hope is not dial. Once Choma hears you and say my message. Daya, sorry, it's because your write-up is too long now. Please, I don't do eye service or hypocrisy or propaganda or doing this ethnic religious bigotry for this. Look, because this is what they used in 2023 elections to divide the people. So also the bribing of cash and carry. All right, Dio, thank you very much. All right, I get your message. Dio from Lagos, I've read your message now. So it's not deliberate. We don't gag you. All right, Dio, it's just that your messages are usually too long and there's no time. The society we're in now, there's no morals. No morals is no longer preached even in our religious places. We now worship money because money is a cause of this. Some years back, I went to watch a football match at a bar. I bought a bottle of drink for myself. After drinking my drink, this man offered me 2 more bottles of drink. After that, he said I should follow him to his hotel room, that he would give me money. I declined because I know his plan. Monday from Surulere. Oh, more, this guy is done the bodo. That man is doing what his diabolical priest instructed him to do, and it is a practice to keep him relevant in the business. He is not doing it for the pleasure. It is a diabolic practice. My name is El Fiki. Esther, this case is still on because the victim's father said he has spent over 4 million on this matter and still counting. In Tohansam and Adibo show, just imagine if it was poor man's child. The hotel man would have bribed every authority and dragged the tribe that is involved. But why is the police always involved in aiding criminals escape justice? What's your name? You didn't put your name. Please kindly put your name. I beg you. When you send messages, kindly put your name. We have not... Esther, the bone of contention is the white handkerchief this man used to clean this thing, Elder Dickon or Wama for local Shudi. All right, I think I've taken enough of your messages. I will take one more call so I wrap up. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Matters. How are you?
Yeah, good afternoon, Esther. It's Mazobin. I covered again.
All right, Mazobin. Hello.
Call back now. Are you hearing me?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, that lady just called back now. You know, if situation like this happens, the good one will call and the bad one will call. And which one is the bad one? Is the people that are in the same business doing the same thing that man is doing. They will call to defend their people. Are you understanding me? So that boy, that bad logo of a boy, I believe that boy is that man's agent. He's the one bringing those boys to that man. So that boy also needs to be arrested. Question that boy very, very well. Because you don't know how many people that boy has brought to that man.
Okay.
So that boy needs to be questioned very, very well.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
thank you. All right. I think that's the final call I can take on this program because we have Funhouse time coming up very soon. But ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening to me, if you're involved in this, please stop. It's wrong. It's terrible. And no sin can be covered for a long time. Very soon it will be exposed and you'll be disgraced and you'd have disgraced your family's generation. I would implore you to stop it. If you are into this, stop it for whatever reason. I just read out a story to you in Delta State where a teenage boy was also sodomized by a chief in that state. The boy can barely talk. They said blood and feces is... I'm just trying to imagine the brutality of that, what had been done to that boy, whereby a lot of things are just coming out of the boy's body and the boy is struggling for life, like literally struggling for life. When did we get it wrong? When did it get to this point? When did it become something like this? It's a common practice. And then you have young persons recruiting boys into, they used to call them agege. This is how the agege has become rampant. For goodness sake, if that is your sexual preference, do it in the right way, whereby whatever it is you're doing, I'm not advocating for things like that, but it's an unfortunate thing that that's your sexual orientation. No bone of contention in that. But don't do it in such a way that you're hurting families, you're hurting people, you're doing it without people's consent, you are psychologically fragmenting their lives, causing emotional pain to the family, diabolically using their destinies for whatever enrichment you want to get yourselves into. That's just it. I cannot understand why your preference will be that. I cannot comprehend it. I can't, because me as a lady, like, you have varieties of beautiful men out there, handsome men, well endowed. God has blessed them. I don't understand why I would want to get into that kind of lifestyle. And then you have beautiful women, well endowed, beautiful women, and I don't understand why the men will like that kind of thing. But if that's your thing, do it in such a way that you don't harm or hurt people. I'm not advocating for that kind of lifestyle. It's illegal in this part of the world, and in my religion, it's a sin. It's wrong. But apparently, it's the order of the day now. But don't do it to the extent that you become a harmful thing in the society that you're part of. That's just it. That's literally just it. All right, good afternoon, and thank God it's Friday. Today's Friday. Let's try to keep ourselves abreast of issues. Protect yourself as best as you can. Be watchful and be prayerful. Have yourself a beautiful Friday. Bye for now. See you later.